There has been reports that the fishing industry is barely catching any fish left. Could this be an act of cod?
That's a pun. What are you
I know.
talking about?
It's a pun that my dad always told me, therefore it's a dad joke. And the only reason I like it is because you repeated it about 30 billion times.
Hello. What are we doing? Where are we? Where have we been? Where are we going?
What is life?
Baby, don't hurt me. Wait, no, that's love. Oops.
So, what the viewer does not realize...
And what I don't remember...
is that we have not done this in literally months.
It's been... Let's see. So this is following hot on the heels of finishing Myst 3 again.
Great.
And
so
yeah,
what I'm doing right now is I'm just showing off stuff that was... I collected pages for the
oh right, because
Relto book.
We changed the this little sanctuary area a little bit as we like do things in the book worlds.
Yes.
Okay. So I don't remember what we've done already. We like collected symbols in New Mexico or something, and then
oh boy. Here's the mushroom world.
We had
Teledon.
We had one spot that was a jump that should have broken our legs. I remember that. But...
Okay, so...
Where are we going?
Do you remember the mushrooms? Like the swamp full of massive mushrooms?
Vaguely.
So this is that place.
Sure.
Right now we haven't finished exploring the area, so over here we have a door. This seems like a rather important door. Would you not agree?
Nah. It's fine. We don't need to go in there. We can just... Oh, maybe this conspicuous switch does something.
The cloths. Man, you've forgotten everything.
Yeah. Is that one of the things we have to find? Because that was the same symbol that was on the door that we just ran away from.
Yeah. We have to find 7 of those in every place.
Right. I thought they were different, like, symbols on them, though.
No, it's always hands in this area, in these levels. I like this way of making a shortcut back to the beginning, where... Because we couldn't reach this before, but now if we stay on the edge and jump...
Oh.
There.
Oh.
Now we can easily get to the end of the age instead of having to go through that slave area again.
Which I don't remember.
There was a slave area.
I'm sure I'll rediscover it upon editing the previous episodes.
You're such a good man.
So have we found any of those symbols aside from that one already?
Yeah, when we touched it. Oh
yeah, the whale that
thing.
I wanted to see, which is only in the distance.
Hope it was good for you.
I wanted to see it up close. Can we get like a telescope on that? Or something?
No, there's a telescope that like fires bullets, but if you start using it, the whale goes away.
Can't we not fire the bullets?
Well, the game just makes whale go away.
Sad. Oh yeah, and the really fast-moving sun.
Now he remembers.
That literally just... Well, because we just saw it. It literally just moves across the horizon and doesn't go up or down. Harpoon gun. Why are we looking through the harpoon gun?
Because there are rocks that need to be shot.
Why?
Because there's a rope ladder that we want to climb that we can't reach, that are being held up by these terrible, awful rocks.
Oh, I think you mentioned that before, actually. Maybe. Didn't we already knock down a rope ladder at one point?
You're ruining the magic. Remember how we did like half this episode, then had to quit because I had a family rage moment?
Oh, did we?
There's so much
Oh,
magic being ruined right now.
maybe that's it. That's right. Maybe that's why I semi-remember this.
So here we are experiencing David's deja vu.
Yeah. It all feels so familiar and yet so far away.
So, like all of Myst, basically.
Yeah. It's like a fever dream because it's something that there's no evidence of ever having existed, but my memory says it happened. It happened. Although,
Anyways,
seriously though, I thought that was like a different episode or something because it's been so long.
so your original question, when you touch each of those cloth panels, just in case our viewers have forgotten to, which they have not,
Because for them, it's only been like 2 days.
yeah, it highlights a little bit more
Right.
than the last one you touch, and then when
Right.
you touch all 7, all of them, like the whole thing's highlighted.
That's why I thought it was a like a different symbol for every one you touched.
Right.
Oh, right. Now we
Tie-dye
have
shirt.
a nice loud shirt on now. That's are we gonna be wearing that for how long are we gonna be wearing that?
Until I get to a closet.
What, you don't want to wear that fabulous piece of fashion?
No.
Oh boy. I don't have any fashion sense whatsoever, and even I'm like, no, I probably wouldn't wear that shirt.
So in the cavern, I encountered like 30 people wearing this shirt.
Did you really?
Yes.
Maybe
it was tie-dye day and I just didn't know.
I'm not sure what that says about the type of people who play Myst games.
I can already tell you a bunch about the kind of people who play Myst games. They are incredibly polite and nice and excited about Myst, and they're almost Stepfordian in how nice they are.
And that explains why they don't care about wearing ridiculous shirts.
Nice shirt you're wearing, ma'am. The other important thing about the cloth things is the last one you touch becomes like a teleportation checkpoint.
Does it?
So you can either link into the start of the age or to the last cloth you touched.
So this door works now because we hit all of them,
Yes.
and wow.
And there are borrow sounds everywhere.
Because we're going deep into the earth, into the darkness. Man, this is making me think of Amnesia now, because it's so dark.
Don't do this.
Your journey has
But
begun.
we're just coming back here.
You can't imagine how these small
Is she
things
still gonna
affect the
speak
future.
nonsense at us?
But someday you
What do you
will.
mean still? This is the first time. Stop breaking magic.
Many paths
Is
have led
it?
me to this place.
That wasn't
Yeah.
it. That wasn't in part 2 either.
Bringer of destruction.
No, I didn't finish Teledon in part
The
2.
path of my grandfather, the rebuilder of pride.
I thought we already.
The path of my mother.
Every
writer of
single
dreams.
viewer is now giving us a
Of my
dislike.
father.
Thanks.
Dear father. The
This is
caretaker
what
of
happens
the
when you
dreams.
re-record stuff months
And I
after
know
the
that
fact.
At the end of such great paths must lay a great
It's like
purpose.
I could have sworn we already talked to
I
her
returned
in
to
like
the cleft
episode
to
2,
find it.
but apparently I guess not.
Cleft.
Because I
Briefly spoke to her in episode 1.
Oh, that might be what I'm thinking. Because I was sure that we've spoken to her multiple times.
It was there I sought to find
Yeah,
my
we're going to
purpose.
talk to her now
It was
and
from
again
there I
in this
came to know
episode.
the dead underground city of Denis.
All right, so since we're babbling over her, what's she telling us?
So, Yisha's entire thing is that Dunny died because of pride, and they like use these Baro, which are like sentient beetle being things,
Sure.
as slaves. So she's telling us to take the soul of the Baro.
Also, yes, this is what the one of the few recurring characters from earlier Myst games who shows up in this one.
Yisha, yes, was baby in Myst 3, was adorable Tot in Myst 4, is incredible mystic in not Myst Online, and is broken old woman in Myst 5. Spoiler alert.
Oh, is she really? Why does she recur once again?
This wasn't the first time
Because this story stopped being about Atris and began being about Yisha.
Like Fatub the ancient.
Fair enough.
Or King Asenlef. And even in this age, it may not be the last.
And yeah,
I have no idea what she's talking about.
if the viewer would like to,
These 4 pillars around you
if the viewer
are
would
very
like to
being of
know
the
exactly what
battle.
she's saying, which is a lot
You
of,
must take them.
so quite a few
They
words
will
to
bring
not that
great
much, if I'm
pleasure to
perfectly
all
honest.
of your age.
You can play the game
Island of
yourself for
Clouds.
free currently.
Okay,
Do it.
can you?
Their keeper for only a
Yeah.
brief
How's that?
time.
Just
Is it? Oh, because
download it.
Right, because this is
Just
Myst
make-
Online.
Yeah, you just download Myst Online, get a free account, whole thing's available.
It
Play in tandem with this LP. It's totally worth it.
it would be nice if there were subtitles.
There are none though. I tried.
Have there been any subtitles in any of these games?
Yes, Myst 4. How have you forgotten that? And Myst 3. How have you forgotten that?
Because that was like months ago.
We did Myst 3 like 2 days ago.
There wasn't a lot of dialogue in those episodes.
We had Brad Dourif screaming at us in subtitles.
I was not looking at the screen for most of that, to be honest.
I even pointed out the subtitles.
Oh yeah, okay. The no.
No.
Which is also my response to most of these puzzles that we've got here.
What? Aw, but Myst Online has some of the best adventure game puzzles.
All right. So I know I've talked pretty extensively on my feelings on adventure games in the past, but I feel I should clarify that it's not like, I mean, I've probably said this as well, but it's not the puzzles themselves that annoy me. It's the greater context that surrounds adventure game puzzles that really annoys me. Because adventure game puzzles always seem to be implemented as if they were
A puzzle.
Well, yeah, as if they were created in a vacuum.
Myst Online puzzles are much better than that.
We've still already got, like, maybe I'm missing the context because I don't remember last episode, but like what we were doing at the beginning of this episode seemed horribly out of, like, just wander around and do stuff until things happen.
Well, it's the same thing for everything. Yisha wants Borrowstone. We're not going to take that. Yisha wants the explorers of the cavern who started streaming in to know the history of Dunny, so she's forcing them to explore these areas to, like, understand what Dunny life was like and why it fell down. That was a weird way of saying it. So that's why she, like, puts 7 journey cloths around that she expects you to go look for and find.
Well, it's the thing. It's like I understand, and like I can appreciate the kind of subtlety of, like, the use the harpoon gun to knock down the rope ladder puzzle, but it's like there doesn't seem to be any sort of indication that that's what you... What?
I
Oh,
just
we're
fell
fine.
down a chasm. It's okay.
Is that a note? It is.
That was one of the pages I can put in my Relto book to add stuff.
What does it add?
It adds sticks and stones, as shown by the picture of sticks and stones.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see those later,
Okay.
because I don't want to go through that.
Is that all we
again.
needed?
Because we have to get over that chasm and not fall down into it.
Did we need to fall down there, though?
I want the sticks and stones.
Okay. How long did it take to get back here?
Like 2 minutes. But I don't want to pull the Mayan jungle again, which is now a verb. I didn't want to Mayan jungle us all again.
Yeah. What? Where did we what?
The camera just freaked out. It's okay.
I think we fused with it right there for a moment.
Everything's fine.
But no, it's
Anyways, as we were saying, 7 journey cloths in each place so that we're forced to just explore the area.
like I appreciate the simplicity of it and everything, but it's just like so many of the so many of the puzzles are just like, yeah, puzzles. It's like, we have something you need to overcome. We have a very arbitrary set of things in this location that will allow you to overcome it, figure it out. And it's like, none of it feels at the same time natural and unnatural, because the way the world is built... Hi.
I'm quite frustrated that I managed to miss this journey cloth.
It's okay, I probably would have as well. Like, the way these worlds are built feels pretty natural insofar as kind of this weird, like, alien kind of architecture and worlds and stuff can feel natural, but at the same time, it's like all of the puzzles just feel so video games.
But you don't remember Uru very well, so like I think you'll be pleased with how organic a lot of this stuff ends up being.
Well, we are also still very early in the game, so there's that too.
Like, there's a jumping puzzle that we were able to do because the floor collapsed.
Fantastic.
We didn't have to, like, ricochet off anything either.
Oh, I think
So
I
here's
remember
the-
what we're coming up to now. Maybe.
Yeah, this is the part that I solved by accident my first time.
Yeah. And we have, because we have the, yeah, we have the danger marker, do not cross, construction work ahead sort of thing.
Well, now we've done it.
It's the change in camera angle is what kind of gets me about this, because it looks like you're not in the, like, it's very disorienting. That's what I'm trying to get at here. The way you're just like standing in here staring at the moving wall, it's like, am I moving? Is the wall moving? What's going on?
But the thing is, you don't know.
Yeah. Ugh.
You
Oh,
find
oh
out
God.
that we are now in the moving part, by the way.
Are we?
Yeah.
I thought it was
Underwater, like, great deep currents are turning this entire thing
the walls
at an alarming
Oh.
speed.
All right. Okay. I do remember, like, yeah, we wow, we got farther into this than I thought, actually. Maybe. Perhaps.
Well, we'll see, won't we?
Anyway.
Alright, so, like, for example, here's just a simple turn on the power puzzle, and it's completely sensical. It's just that we don't know how it works, so of course you have to tinker with it till you know how it works.
Sensible, you mean?
Yeah.
You used a C, not a B. It's okay, you're not going to English school. At least there's that.
Well, you know, there's nonsensical, and then there's sensical.
I am going to Google that right now on the air.
As I just power this place up.
It's an Urban Dictionary definition.
Do we even consider those?
Which says, to make sense, to be understood. So, maybe not.
Okay. Be sensible, Urban Dictionary. To be understood. That's my new favorite line of the day.
Can you understand me? Can you hear me just fine?
I can understand you. Can you understand what we are doing?
I vaguely remember. Like, so you say this is simple, but in my mind, simple is the, like, the
Noise.
Yeah, that is loud, isn't it? Like, to my mind, simple is the stuff that you have to do in Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Let's all try and see if we can figure out what I'm playing at the moment. Which is going to be really jarring for people, because this video is going to go live like 2 months after Amnesia finishes.
Well, hey, this footage was recorded back in April, so whatever.
Yeah, exactly. That's the beauty. Thumbs up.
I can't wait for this to go live in like April.
But like the when you have the parts in Amnesia where you're supposed to be like playing mechanic, basically fixing all of the machines in Castle Brennenburg, it's like
You just put gear on thing.
yeah, those are really simple puzzles. It's like you what? There's a drop that should have broken our legs.
Whatever.
You like you have to slide gears onto their cogwheels or cogwheels onto their spokes, and it's like they automatically get placed when you move them close enough, and like you have to make like levers symmetrical and stuff, and it's just like those are simple puzzles. This is
No,
vaguely
it was,
arcane.
No, okay, so you had like 3 things you could do. You could stand on the thing that raises the tower, you could push pedals, or you could pull switch. You had to do those things in like
A specific
a
order.
simple 4-piece order.
Yeah,
So you would just work at it
and
until
then
it
miss
works.
the jump.
Well, missed the jump.
Let's.
So you would just work at it until it was in a decent, it was just until 4-piece order. So you would, once you realized that standing on the pillar gave you brief power, then of course, high jump. Once you figured out that the, I just totally blanked on my words. What are words?
Standing on the thing gives power.
Yeah, the same thing as power. Once you figured that out, then of course you realize that you can now, the switches will stay down once you pull
Whew.
them.
We almost missed
So then
that
you would
jump.
then you would just do that.
I do like the architecture. I'll say that this like this planet and like these buildings that we're running around give me very like Star Wars-y vibes.
The architecture and level design is brilliant in this game.
Like look at this thing we're running towards and tell me this doesn't look like classic trilogy Star Wars stuff.
It really does. And since we powered everything, the key even lets us just walk in.
Oh, how friendly of it.
And then the game crashes.
Of course
it only
it
happened
does.
once.
This still looks like Star Wars, so at least it's got that going for it. This is making me want to play like Dark Forces 2 again. That was such a good game. That's such an annoying that's such an annoying game to get playing on like modern systems.
Yeah, sounds right.
Like have you ever played any like old Star Wars games?
I couldn't get them working on my modern computer.
Yeah, exactly. So Dark Forces 2 came out in
Okay, before you start that, this sticky note that you don't remember, but in Teledon there was like a rock that we touched and ended up in the upper floor of this building.
Duh.
So that sticky note was Sharper saying, "Hey, don't mention that, please.
Of course.
I don't want people in Teledon. Thank you."
How much of this is actually stuff that we have to like read?
Oh, none of it. This is all lore build. So like you would read it and we'd find out like this is like the war training center for the maintainer security.
Oh, there's another symbol right there.
Yay. In some builds like the until Uru shards, you can actually go in there and like play war games with people.
Have a mech fight.
But not in the official build, so oh well.
So we're not going to be Mega Man.
We are not going to be Mega Man.
That's a
Funny you
shame.
should mention that. You also get the costume in the single-player Complete Chronicles and in the Until Uru Shard, but not in the official Myst Online build.
That's
Sad. I
That
love
is.
that maintainer costume so much. I want one in real life.
Oh, actually that joke I made is not going to make sense until like 2 minutes from now. Sorry.
Are you crossing your brain streams?
No, I just remembered something ahead of time before we actually saw it in the video.
Don't make the joke yet, please.
No, it was literally the one that I just made about being Mega Man.
Aw.
Because we haven't seen the things yet.
You broke it.
I
How
did.
does it feel?
It's fine. Yes, Star Wars Dark Forces 2 was released back in like the mid or late 90s. I think it was like 96 or 97 maybe. And yeah, like you can't actually install it on modern systems anymore, and it has a release on Steam as well, which is also broken as it happens. Like I believe that one at least installs, but you literally have to spend probably around an hour or so tinkering with things to get it to be playable. And then there's an added bonus. Here we go. Oh, we can't go in there. Yeah.
Yeah, we
And
can't get in because
there's
the official
our-
build. There's the suit.
Yeah.
I love this suit so much, and I want it on my body now.
That's the Mega Man suit.
But we don't get it.
But it's like, Dark Forces 2 is such a good. And so one of the other annoying things about Dark Forces 2, actually, because it's so old, on ATI graphics cards. Oh. Welp.
Happy phlegm time.
On ATI graphics cards, since the driver update that hit like a year and a half ago or so, trying to play the game with hardware rendering was just completely broken on ATI graphics cards. Like,
Right.
you can't do it anymore. And as far as I know, none of the driver updates since then have fixed that. So if you want to use hardware rendering, which makes the game actually look still pretty decent, as opposed to software rendering, which keeps it like really awful low quality textures and stuff, you have to use really, really old Catalyst drivers, which is a nightmare to try and do, by the way. I don't know if you've ever tried downgrading your graphics drivers, but
I've done. It is sadness and sad.
especially since then you're like, oh well, I have to fix the drivers when I want to play literally anything else again.
And yeah, and it's even worse on ATI.
Yeah, and so I sad faced at that because I really like the game, and I think I think it's a decent enough looking game with like hardware rendering and everything.
What year was it?
Like 97 ish. It was
Might be able to. It was a Windows 95 thing.
yeah, it was a very early like 3D game.
Well, I happen to have Windows 95 box.
I'm not sure if that would fix the driver problems. It might, maybe, I don't know.
It would, because it runs, because ATI drivers, modern drivers, do not work on Windows 95, so it makes its own.
Oh, it literally emulates old graphics cards.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
it is a software thing, but it's not the game's software thing. It's a much better software thing.
I mean, yeah, it's like playing games on an emulator, basically.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's such a good game. Like, it was one of the kind of early examples of kind of moral choice systems in games as well, because Force, powers, Jedi, Sith, yada yada yada. And it had like late in the game, there was kind of a path that could branch depending on the actions that you took earlier in the game, because in many of the different locations there are what's that?
Spark.
In,
If you get all the sparks, you get fireworks
oh,
in your Relto.
pretty.
So I remembered. I forgot the.
This one?
Yeah, that's why I was sending it all the time searching, because I was like, "Where's the last cloth?" I even like went back to the prison section, like looking for it.
Yeah, in many locations in Dark Forces 2, there are actually non-hostile NPCs that you can run across. Beautiful. Yay.
So non-hostile NPCs. So if you kill them, it changes your
alignment.
final
Yeah.
path.
And
Okay.
there are other actions you can take as well. And yeah, it'll actually like change the direction that the narrative takes in the later sections of the game. And Extra.
Bye, legs.
Oh yeah, we're totally dead.
Whatever.
Extra impressive for Dark Forces 2 is that it's an FMV game as well.
Whoa.
So
that's actually really impressive.
yeah, so they actually have like completely different cutscenes for the way your story like deviates, depending on like if you choose to be a Jedi or a Sith, basically. And they're like full motion video, like fully acted cutscenes and everything.
Peace to you, mover
That's
of the
fantastic.
Myst.
Yeah, it's really cool.
7 more
I
journeys
highly
left
recommend it
Joseph.
if people can like get it running.
I was seduced while in Benin. My humble darkness lasted only a short time.
Hi,
before
Yisha.
I began to bask in what I could do. What I
So
could
there's something
become.
very interesting and important here where she
My
talks about her
gift,
humble
my
darkness
path,
versus
the
prideful
knowledge
light.
of my
She's
father,
basking in
the
her
years of my
darkness.
mother. Here's
Yeah,
the
like
hole in the
darkness is good. Is basically the
weakness.
moral here.
Really?
I was aware of
That's
my power, and I
that
was
That'll
flies.
come in handy for next age.
But that flies
next-
directly in
this
the
puzzle
face
next
of
age.
everything that Star Wars and Kingdom Hearts ever taught me.
It was the same with the
And
dynamic,
Christianity,
the
no
same
less.
cycle.
Huh.
Light opens the darkness. It takes.
I,
It uses,
uh,
But regardless,
it keeps.
her adoration and want of darkness is a thing that will be kind of useful in the next
They were a gift from the
age
Maker.
I go to.
So
These
basically,
ages you travel
she
through
would
were
be
their ages.
one of the big bad villains in
Remarkable
any
places giving
JRPG.
life,
Uh,
taking life.
no, because the Dunny were the big bad villains of every
For it
JRPG,
was
and then
in their enlightenment that they considered themselves better.
she figured out what was wrong before she became pure evil, I
We were
guess.
sad for
I just mean like based on the way that she's talking and everything. Like
feel the
she would
delivery.
be, or she would be like.
the remains
She would be the
of their
psych out
pride and
enemy
power.
who is like built up as the big bad, and then halfway through the game they reveal that there was actually a bigger bad behind her the entire time.
Dare I speak
Oh,
ill?
probably.
One of the great kings.
That's actually in
But yet
Myst
it was the
5.
maker of the
No, of course it is.
It was his system of
Well,
guilds
you know,
that
if you were a
served as the
Baro, then
foundation
she's
of
like kind of a
power
bad guy, but it turns out there's a worse one.
I thought you said that
But-
Myst 5 was less ridiculous than Myst 4.
It is, because we don't play as a
Garrisons to
Baro, we
guard
play
their
as
power.
the mysterious stranger
Soon
again,
guarding is yet another thing to be proud of.
who is presumably
Layers
like
within layers built to
110
preserve
at that
their
point.
ages and their pride
Older
for
than
weak
that,
at least
for
to attack
surely.
from without.
Because, you
And
know,
yet it is from within that
eight,
most
like,
nations fall.
Yisha at the time is like in her
So the mighty
80s.
garrisons
Maybe we
of
actually
Dundee
just
now
didn't
stand
age.
vacant.
Like all of this
Wait.
all of this age hopping has just made us ageless.
The writing
But
hides
that's
the
silly,
thickening
because if we're like
lines.
110 in
These
Myst
journeys are to
5,
help you travel between
you know, there's more falling
Baro
in Myst
will
5 than in the other
overturn.
ones.
These
Except maybe
pillars
Myst
are
4.
our journey. The return of the pillars is the return
So
of
wait,
the
And
Baro.
also, not as much as in Uru.
So we
where
still
it
have
just plummets so far all the time.
So what you're saying is that even at the ripe old age of 110, we still have our Olympic athlete like body to available to us as well.
Of course.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. We probably just didn't actually age at all throughout any
There's
of
going to be a
the.
fantastic cutscene that you're going to appreciate at the end of the first section of Myst Online, where you literally fall out of the sky.
Isn't that what we've been doing?
No, I mean like actually like hit the ground with a puff of dust, fall out of the sky.
Oh, beautiful. When? How long will it take for us to reach that?
Once we've finished these 4 pillars.
Beautiful.
As you can see, we've done 2. Every time, this is how you track your progress. Every time you finish an age, you get another rock floating over this fire pit.
Uh-huh. How many rocks are there going to be by the end?
Several.
Are we going to actually...
Minus the team eaters, because I just do not feel the need to get 8 people together to do that for me. It was hard
Fair
enough
enough.
getting you in here, spoiler alert.